champion and the current WBC super lightweight champion of the world, introducing the undefeated pretty boy, Floyd Mayweather. Once again, a referee in charge, Richard Steele, now to give instructions.
Okay, I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. Caution you again, obey my commands at all times. Shake hands and good luck.
Is this going to be a concert starring the solo artist Floyd Mayweather Jr., or will it be a contest that Charmbe Mitchell makes?
We shall soon find out.
Word on behalf of expert commentator Roy Jones, playing in pain tonight, working with a very bad cold, but hanging in. Good for you, Roy. Round one begins. And let's see if Mitchell, a boxer throughout his career, will try to do something to surprise Mayweather in the early going. Doesn't look that way. Very hard for the Leopard to change its spots. Charmbe does look heavy up top in his second appearance at 147.
Floyd trying to catch him right quick with a good punch to see can he go ahead and hurt him early.
Floyd Mayweather, over the course of the past 2 years, has gradually and steadily increased the power on his straight right hand, most devastating punch.
Right.
He's gone from being a knockout possibility to, in many instances, a knockout puncher.
Well, that's what he's trying to do here. He's trying to get close to Charmbe, go ahead and turn this into a quick fight and land big punches early.
Right hand to the body by Mayweather. Mayweather blocking almost all of those punches with his elbows and forearms. And as Roy Jones says, sizing up Mitchell and looking to land a big shot in the early going.
I think he's looking to see where the punches are coming from, how Mitchell really operates.
Get out.
As he said in that interview, he is a very smart fighter along with his physical skills.
I think he's trying to find out right away, can Charmbe take his punch?
There's the question. That was the right hand that was determined to find out whether Charmbe could take it. Mitchell took it pretty well, but not those two. Now Charmbe begins to hold on. Mayweather's clocked him with 3 big shots. 1 left and 2 rights. There's another right and a left hook, and Charmbe's in trouble.
That's what he's trying to find out right away.
Left hook lands solidly. And he's moving Mitchell with these punches.
Right, step back, step back.
Now Mitchell starts to hold his ground a little better. Not allowing Mayweather to land a combination by grabbing after the first big hit. Another straight right hand for Mayweather.
And that hurt Mitchell.
Even though it was very short.
No holding.
So round one is a demonstration of Floyd Mayweather's economical precision as he chooses only those opportunities that allow him to land big shots.
You stand in front of him, let him get the right hand on. Okay? Use them legs, baby, and keep that head moving. All right, don't sit there and try to trade with him. Okay? Keep that head moving and use these legs, baby. Okay.
Oh, he fighting on for fucking fear. Keep walking to him. The more that motherfucker move, he ain't gonna try to fight, he gonna try to hold.
PC Mayweather with the first straight right hand lead right down the barrel, which is what he was waiting for the whole time, trying to find out if Charmbe could take his punch. There's another right hand followed by a beautiful left hook, which knocked Charmbe off balance. But Charmbe surprisingly took those punches very well.
and took him better and better as the round went on, which makes some sense. Punches in round one by CompuBox count. Mitchell throwing 46 but landing only 3. Mayweather ignoring the jab, threw mostly power shots, 34 punches, and landed 13 of them. But 12 of those 13 lands were power shots. Of course, Mitchell in the southpaw stance. That's one of the reasons that Mayweather hasn't thrown many jabs. More likely to land the straight right hand, which is, in many instances, his most devastating punch. Left hook for Mayweather.
Don't hold it. Break. Step back.
You heard Buddy McGirt, chief second in the corner of Charmbe Mitchell. Not Mitchell's trainer, that's Marvin Sims. McGirt was talking in the corner and said, go use your legs. How in the world could you use your legs against a fighter with Mayweather's legs?
And especially when you got a bad knee already. Because the only chance is to gamble and trade with him for a knockout.
Well, what he's saying is he just doesn't want him to stay in there in the range of Mayweather.
Mayweather landed a right hand. Now stalking Mitchell into the corner. Charmbe wisely slips away along the ropes and back into the center of the ring. If Mayweather can get Mitchell pinned against the ropes, he'll unleash a barrage of right hands.
No spinning.
At least that's my prediction.
Now, the referee, Richard Steele, I thought he yelled, no spinning.
He said, don't spin him.
Oh.
Charmbe throwing a straight left hand and going out to Floyd's left and spinning, getting behind Floyd.
Mitchell trying to find a variety here that will throw Mayweather off. Mayweather's already demonstrated he's not going to extend himself looking to pile up points here in the early rounds. He figures he can land something and get rid of Mitchell. Quick jab by Mayweather. Through 2 rounds, Charmbe Mitchell is working, but really hasn't landed a single significant punch to try to keep Floyd Mayweather off of him. And they go at it at the end of the second round. Just as I said that, Mitchell finally did land something over the top. Immediately following this telecast, stay tuned for Countdown to Taylor Hopkins 2, an in-depth look at Jermaine Taylor's title-winning effort over Bernard Hopkins back in July, and analysis of their upcoming rematch. Tuesday, November 29, catch the next installment of Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel, a peek into the world of today's sports groupies. December 3 on HBO pay-per-view, it's the highly anticipated rematch between new middleweight champion Jermaine Taylor and the former champion Bernard Hopkins. And December 10, World Championship Boxing returns with Winky Wright taking on Sam Solomon.
You gotta lay the ground 5 down, Charmbe. Stay behind the jam. You understand me? When you let that thing go, you got it. Keep turning.
Keep turning. Keep that head moving, okay, baby? Let's go, Jim.
After Mitchell landed that left hand at the end of the round, the question now is he going to become a little bolder?
I doubt it.
CompuBox numbers in round 2. Mayweather 13 out of 43. Charmbe Mitchell 9 out of 57. Mitchell with an overhand left at the top of the round. Mayweather doesn't often get hit by punches that come from conventional angles. On the rare occasions when he's been hit and momentarily wobbled by DeMarcus Corley, for instance, it was usually on a looping punch that comes from outside the visual range. Thus the advisability of trying to brawl against a guy like that.
Yep, such a sharp fighter like Mayweather. When you're that sharp, you train to throw sharp punches and you train to defend against sharp punches, not wild looping punches. So the wild looping punches usually are off-rhythm for him.
First knockdown of the fight comes on a straight right hand. right into the mouth of Mitchell.
Beautiful double right hand at that.
I think maybe the big punch that Mitchell landed at the end of the second round didn't help him, it hurt him, because it demonstrated to Mayweather he can take Mitchell's punch.
Well, Mayweather been knowing that anyway. That's why he came out and fight the fight he's fighting. He didn't take Mitchell's punch. He was just wondering, could Mitchell take his punch? And that's what he came to find out right away. And he makes it tough for Mitchell because Mitchell's in here. He outweighs Floyd, but he doesn't throw his big punches Floyd, and he can't really take Floyd's big punch. Tough situation for him to be in, but he's trying. And he's trying hard.
One thing Floyd Mayweather does brilliantly is to use his lead shoulder as a defensive shield when he attacks. He keeps his shoulder in a great position to protect his chin. It's very hard to find an open shot against Floyd Mayweather, even when he's coming at you. That was not a knockdown, a slip. But every time a fighter has to get up from the canvas, he expends a little bit more energy.
Yep.
Mitchell with a good body shot after Mayweather landed an uppercut, but by and large, after dominating the first two rounds easily, Floyd Mayweather has knocked Charmbain Mitchell down in the third round, trying to keep progressing toward a knockout victory.
You use them elbows, man.
Hey, listen, you're getting caught pulling out.
Keep that blood up.
Hey, listen, he's catching, he's throwing the right hand to the body first. Okay?
Keep walking to his right. But throw the right hand to the body. Throw the right hand to the body, throw right back up top. You hit him anyway. He's working his ass. All he's gonna do.
Here you see Floyd attacking with the straight right lead, caught him beautiful on the chin with the right lead and down with Mitchell. It was a good sneak straight right hand, straight down the pipe, which is usually the best punch against the southpaw. There you see it again, straight right lead, right on the chin. Mitchell could do nothing about it. Too much quickness.
It's amazing because the opponent knows that Mayweather's looking to throw a straight right hand in that situation, but he's so quick with it that you can't stop it anyway. Harold, how do you have it through three?
3 rounds to nothing, 30-26, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Jim, you got to give him an extra point for knocking Mitchell up off of his feet in the third round, and that accounts for the 4-point lead by Mayweather. I got to talk about 2 rules real quick. Number 1, Mayweather keeps that left hand across the chest and watch him use the elbow. You see the way he raised the elbow? You can't hit a guy with an elbow. You can't lift up his jaw with an elbow. Secondly, Richard Steele allowed Charmbain Mitchell to bang Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the first round on that waistband. Now, I'll tell you, I think that he should let him hit him on a waistband because it's just not a damaging blow. There it is again.
One of the most assertive assaults of the fight by Mitchell, who seems to realize that he's going to need to go ahead and fight if he's going to avoid simply becoming cannon fodder here.
Exactly. If he don't start a fight, he's just going to be a punching bag, and that's what he's turned into slowly here.
Incidentally, in the early part of this round, Michael Jordan made a belated entry into the arena and is seated now at ringside. Mayweather is so aware of everything that goes on around the ring that I rather suspect he knows Jordan arrived during this round.
Oh, yeah, he knows it.
We've had situations in the past in which Floyd would hear things that I say during commentary in the fight and turn and comment to me on what I've just said, offering editorials from the ring while fighting.
And Charmbain seems to be tiring a little bit now.
Comes a point in the fight when a veteran fighter has to decide, am I going to really try to win this fight or am I going to try to survive? I don't think that Mitchell can do the kind of brawling you suggested he might have to. Roy, it's like asking a tailor to make a car.
Well, the trouble is, if you want to trade with Floyd, you've got to face his hand speed. And Mitchell has gotten hit with another hard right hand here that's setting up more stuff along the ropes. And while Mitchell admirably is firing back and trying to fight, he's getting hit too much.
Yep, and he started leaving punches, and the ropes will catch his hands a lot of times on those leaving punches. And that's not good for him because he's not going to catch Floyd with those leaving punches when Floyd got close to him.
Even while trying to regain his balance from a push, Mayweather can still land a right hand in close quarters.
Keep walking that motherfucker down. Keep walking him down. And when you get close to him, then you let your hands go. But keep walking and keep trying to throw the right hand to the body. He ain't doing what we're trying to survive. We're going to keep walking his ass down. How you feel? Good, okay.
He turning this man. You don't have to back straight up. I'm done, buddy.
Don't load up, man. You gotta let your hands go, and you gotta stay off the ropes, babe. Just keep them turning.
Okay.
Don't stand up. Don't go straight back. You got.
He see Floyd on the attack with the right hand, followed by left hook and another right hand. Sean Bay just got his hands high. That body shot hurt him a little bit, but he kept his hands high, defended his head real well on that.
And there's the aforementioned Jordan at ringside. Bluetooth technology visible in the left ear. I wonder how many people have the number. I know you do. Total punches through 4. Mayweather 58 out of 162. Mitchell 24 out of 196. Sean Bay Mitchell throwing more punches than Floyd Mayweather, but getting hit a lot more as well. As much as this fight was criticized by some on the web and some boxing writers, Mitchell certainly hasn't been the same kind of sitting duck for Mayweather's stuff that Arturo Gatti was in the big pay-per-view fight back in June.
No, I think he's had a good showing for himself so far. A lot of people didn't expect him to do this well. I think he's had a very good showing for himself.
It's Mayweather right along the belt line. Richard Steele says keep him up.
Don't hold him, don't hold him.
Pretty good idea to keep hitting that belt line if he can. Closest Floyd Mayweather ever came to losing a professional fight is when he was strafed along the ropes through the latter stages of his first bout with Jose Luis Castillo, and Castillo got to his ribcage.
But that's not Sean Bay's style. Sean Bay is a boxer. He's not accustomed to putting that type of pressure on the floor. So
Sean Bay trying to rake Mayweather over the top with left hands. Mayweather just picking his spots, waiting patiently, being efficient, landing power punches when he can, mostly hard right hands.
It looked to me as though Mayweather had decided to go out and look for a knockout and gave Sean Bay some opportunities.
Mayweather landed a stunning left hook.
Punching it out. Right, step back.
And he's still looking for a knockout.
Mayweather in a southpaw stance now. Changing the angle slightly, giving himself a landed jab, and then raking Sean Bay Mitchell with a great straight left hand.
I think that left hand hurt him.
Yeah, there aren't many southpaws that throw it better than that. Floyd goes back to the right hand stance and stings Mitchell with one more right. before the end of the round. Immediately following tonight's live boxing, stick around for the premiere of Countdown to Taylor Hopkins 2, a documentary-style look back at the circumstances surrounding Taylor's controversial decision over Hopkins back in July, and a look ahead to their upcoming rematch.
The only regret I have for the first fight is that when I had him hurt, I didn't stop it. I didn't finish it, and I will finish him this time. I feel like I still have something to prove. I feel like I'm going in there, I'm fighting for my belts all over again. I have to bring those belts home with me again.
Countdown to Taylor Hopkins 2, premiering tonight, immediately following this telecast. Power punches through round 5. Mayweather 56 out of 133. Mitchell 24 out of 125. Charmbe Mitchell, who threw 81 punches per round in his last fight against Chris Smith, managing to average 49 punches per round here, which is a pretty good punch-out put against Mayweather. Yet he couldn't get off at all.
But here he has to keep his hands at home on defense a lot because Floyd is throwing so many punches at him. Like that.
Another blistering straight right hand from Mayweather. He started to mix the left hook in a little bit more in the last couple of rounds. And by mixing the left hook in more, he set up the right hand again.
That was a hard right hand to the body. Don't often see that. Mayweather has great discipline and great intuition in the ring. That's where that right hand to the body comes from.
Right. Watch your head.
Banging of heads. Mayweather grimaced and keeps feeling his right eyebrow to see whether there's blood. There's none. He comes out and rakes Mitchell with a left hook.
Good left hook by Floyd.
Step back, step back.
Quick, precise. Hitting a moving target as it's coming in.
Charmbe can't win this fight on the outside like this. I don't know why he won't just go ahead and try to fight because he's getting picked apart out here.
Roy, do you think that Mayweather has the power to impose himself on a real strong welterweight?
Yes, he does.
Second knockdown. This time the knockdown is on a body shot. We've seen a lot of knockouts on body shots in recent years. Mitchell's in no hurry to get up, and that's that.
I think Richard Steele saw the territory in front of us. Mitchell tried, but he was behind. If this round had counted, he'd be behind 8 points in 6 rounds. So how close was he really?
Not close at all.
You think with one punch, Roy, he can hurt a strong welterweight?
Not a full-fledged welterweight. It'll take him an accumulation like he's been doing. For Charmbe to take his punch that well showed you that a person that's been in the welterweight division will take his punch a little bit better than that.
Let's make it specific. Should he fight Antonio Margarito, who is the strongest of the welterweights, I think?
Yeah, he should. There was a straight right hand to the body. Charmbe Mitchell was not ready for that punch. He already was getting very fatigued, and you knew it wouldn't be but a matter of time at this point.
Another look.
Straight right hand to the body. Best punch against the southpaw. Caught him when he wasn't ready. Caught him right in the middle of the punch, too.
Roy Jones against Virgil Hill. Arturo Gatti against Leonard Doreen. Quite a number of body shot knockouts in recent years on this telecast. And there's another one as Floyd Mayweather finally puts Charmbe Mitchell away in the 6th round with a right hand body shot. Mayweather dominating the fight both from the perspective of his boxing skill and his punching power. Let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr. now for the official particulars on the knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 2 minutes, 5 seconds in round number 6. Our referee in charge, Richard Steele, reaches the count of 10. He is the winner by way of knockout and still undefeated, pretty boy, Floyd Mayweather.
It wasn't a big crowd, but those who were here appreciated what they saw. A final look at CompuBox numbers, Mayweather versus Mitchell. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. landing at about a 40% rate compared to about a 10% rate for the opponent Mitchell. Power punching numbers, and here Mayweather's connect percentage goes up, as does Mitchell's marginally, but at the end of the day, 65-24 in landed power punches, and Mayweather's punches by far the harder. Really, Mitchell only landed 2 overhand lefts that mattered in the fight. Let's go to Larry Merchant, standing by with the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in boxing, Floyd Mayweather.
Thank you very much, Jim. Congratulations, Floyd. It looked as though you came out determined to get a knockout. You weren't just pretty boy, you wanted to be tough boy tonight.
Well, first off, I want to thank God for this victory. You know, thank Jordan Brand and Nike, thank Al Hammond, and thank Team Mayweather. You know, without them, all this wouldn't be possible. And, you know, after coming off the Arturo Gatti win, I tried to come out, and yes, I did tonight, try to rush the knockout, and I got hit with a couple of shots that I feel I shouldn't got hit with tonight. But, you know, I still came out victorious.
Did he ever sting you?
Sean Baby with a good shot. I mean, it's not a shot I never felt before, but Sean Baby's a good fighter. Like I said before, he only had 2 losses in the last 12 years, so that's why we took the fight. We tried to fight all the main fights, but then none of those guys want to fight us, so we fought Sean Baby.
All right. Why the body shots? Was he just, did you make him so conscious of the headshots that he was leaving himself open?
Actually, Sean Baby kind of surprised me. He had a good head movement, so I see if a guy, you know, the body can't move, but the head can move. So I took my time tonight, stayed relaxed, and my Uncle Roger told me to go to the body, and I went to the body, and tonight I got the victory.
Would you have beaten Uncle Roger in his prime?
That would have been a great fight. You know, I got a lot of respect for my Uncle Roger. You know, I want to thank you for coming out to my house doing an interview. Thank HBO, because without all you guys, this wouldn't be possible.
Okay, there's been some talk of you fighting